On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Colts, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here we go, let's go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
19 Texas. Hey, south.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Whoa. Look the hot.
Stroud and company going for it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Richardson to throw. They'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And this is caught inside the 5.
Man, rerouted my man. Rerouted that joint.
Indianapolis. Adonai Mitchell with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Seven nothing is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Oh, right.
Mixing up the middle. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
2J.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and now Stroud to throw off play action. He's got him in, complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Under. Hey, Uno Mars. Hey, Uno.
Throwing now is Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On the tweak, right? 11.
Stroud. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Look to hot. Why Tony?
And Stroud now to throw. Got his man, Dell. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Richardson. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And he's got it inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Again, it's Richardson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Hey, south.
Now Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Stroud looking to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
Texas. Speed left. Hey, south.
Stroud now on 4th down. Flushed out right. That is caught. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Look the hot. Hey, uno more.
Stroud to throw it. That is incomplete. The Texans have 1-6 now. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
2nd and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, 45 yards. And the Texans are back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, 64 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, and delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. York now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Why Tony?
Stroud working out of the gun. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Robin. Buggy.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Stroud out of the gun here. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. His throw, a good one, and it's caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. A York on now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And the Colts will take over here just shy of the 30. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Richardson looking to throw. Got his open man. It's Mallory.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Richardson looking to throw this. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Fighting him off. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here we go. Here we go. Track 60.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And he's got it inside the 10. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And what a call, because they ran a triple out route. 3 guys running out routes at varying depths. And then they let an inside receiver try and sneak free and run deeper downfield, and he does.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted.
Come on, dog. They got to stop that. Wow. They got to stop that, man. How the running back go pick up the daggone blitz? That makes no sense, man. Who picked the blitz up?
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And Taylor going to pick up the Colts' first down as he'll get this out past the 35-yard line.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Ball on the 39. Here's the second down and 6. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. On the handoff, Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Richardson working from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. They'll run here with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Richardson to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stroud. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
19 Texas. Here we go, let's go. 19 Texas.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Dell. And they'll make sure he's touched down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Look the hot, look the hot.
They're going for it. Here's Stroud. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
1st and 10, Taylor now. 50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
This 2nd and 4. On the counter, it's Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
They'll try and run the option.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Richardson.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now Richardson.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Uno. Hey, uno Mars. Hey, uno. 11.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
and that is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now it's Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyquan Thornton, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9. And Stroud now to throw. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stroud looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On the quick, right?
Now Stroud. And Diggs has it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. Stroud to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. Escaping. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Stroud off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. It's complete to Diggs. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Colts, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Tech